Guys, before the video begins, it was suggested to me that I should stress just how important this is. Seriously, learning to constantly produce villagers is like the most basic fundamental of Age of Empires 4, and people vastly underestimate how important it is. If you're not in Platinum or Diamond already, if you're anywhere below those ranks, or even some players in Platinum, this video can help you. Uh, it's like learning to walk before you learn to swim, right? First, you need to master the basics of the game. So, enjoy the video. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? This is going to be a very short, quick guide on how to never miss another villager queue. Doing these 3 simple things will get you there in just a couple weeks' time. So, first step, go into your controls, go to View and Remap Controls, go to Building Selection. We're going to go to select all town centers, and make sure you have this bound to something nice and simple that you can get used to, that you can press all the time. And from now on, you're going to press this button every time you want to make a villager. Select all town centers. Even if you just have one, you're going to use this one hotkey, select all town centers. Why is that? Because you want it to become muscle memory, first of all. But second of all, you want to use this specific one, select all town centers, because this way, when you build a second or a third town center, you're selecting all of them. You're queuing villagers in all of them. The next step that you're going to take to make sure you don't miss villager queues anymore whatsoever is going to be to spam that hotkey for pulling up all your town centers. And I mean spam it. You see the pros, how they play, how they spam things constantly. So we're going to spam it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to, every day before you start playing, practice your build order with your Civ against AI. Just at least one time. And the goal is to get 10 minutes into the game without missing a villager queue. That's the goal. So first I'll show you what I mean about spamming the town center, because I'm serious. You're going to be pressing this thing all the time. By the way, when you start a game, the first thing you should do should be to make villagers. Not move your scout, not move your villagers, you should be making villagers. But we're going to be spamming this like, literally all the time. You just want to have your town center open and on your screen all the time. Instead of clicking on something or pressing escape to get out of the menu, press your town center button to get out of the menu. And just always look. Do you have villagers queued? You do. You should also queue villagers too. And you're just going to practice your build order. Whatever civ you like, it's fine. You're just going to practice the build order. Just keep spamming that town center, making sure you have villagers queued. Spamming that town center, making sure you have villagers queued. And that brings me to the third step. Third step is to do this. Do this drill at least once a day before you start playing, but more than that if you want to practice more. When I decided that this was important and that I wanted to make sure I didn't miss villager queues anymore, I played against AI like 10 times in a row, and then I did this drill against AI like once a day for several weeks, and also every time I played against real people, my number one focus was making villagers at all times. At all times. So, I'm not going to play it all the way out. I've done it a million times. But for you, play to 10 minutes. And try not to miss a single villager queue. You can tell by looking at your villager graph. If you just surrender the game and look at the villager graph, you can see if you've missed any villager queues throughout the game. You'll also just notice sometimes, you'll happen to notice, hey, I didn't have any villagers queued. And eventually, queuing villagers will become so second nature for you, it will be like breathing. It will be like breathing. And for me, I don't ever have to tell myself, hey, you need to make villagers. You need to keep making villagers. I never think about it. It's just I make villagers. If I play Age of Empires, I make villagers. I actually have to tell myself to stop making villagers at the end of the game. I have to manually tell my brain, stop making villagers. And sometimes I have to remind myself 10 times um, that I need more space for army. How many villagers should you make? Really, you should almost never stop in a game, but if you're getting to that point where you need space for army, you can stop villager production at like I normally stop at like 140, but that might be too small of an army for you in Gold League, so you could stop at 100 if you're playing, especially if you're playing like English and you're an Imperial. You could stop at like 100, 110, 120, but yeah, the pros, you'll see them go all the way to 140 and just keep playing with a smaller army and try to get as much resources as they can and take all the resources off the map. So most of the time your games are going to end well before you hit 140 villagers if you're playing aggressive anyways. So that's it. That's how you train it into your muscle memory so that you will constantly make villagers and your brain will be free to think about everything else that you need to think about when you're playing Age of Empires. So yeah, that was it. Very basic video. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other guides. Check out my daily videos. I'll see you guys next time.